In 1964, inside a quiet laboratory at the Stanford Research Institute, a man named Douglas Engelbart was obsessing over a problem that most people didn't even know existed. At the time, computers were massive, room-sized machines that talked to humans through punched cards and clunky text commands. There was no clicking, no dragging, and certainly no Windows. Engelbart, however, envisioned a future where humans and computers could collaborate in real time. To do that, he needed a way for a person to physically point at information on a screen. Engelbart teamed up with lead engineer Bill English, and together they built a device that looked nothing like the sleek, ergonomic tech we use today. The very first mouse was a simple, hollowed-out wooden block with a single red button on top. Inside, instead of an optical sensor or a trackball, it used two metal wheels positioned perpendicularly to track movement across a flat surface. One wheel tracked the x-axis, left to right, and the other tracked the y-axis, up and down. Because the cord trailed out the back of the device like a tail, the researchers in the lab started calling it a mouse, and the name stuck. For years, this wooden block remained a laboratory secret. That changed on December 9, 1968 in San Francisco at an event now legendary in tech history as the mother of all demos. Before a stunned audience of computer scientists, Engelbart sat at a console and used his mouse to navigate a document, highlight text, and even participate in a video conference, technology that seemed like pure science fiction in the 60s. Despite the brilliance of the invention, Engelbart never got rich from it. The patent was owned by his employer, SRI, and it actually expired just before the mouse became a household staple. It wasn't until the late 1970s and early 80s that companies like Xerox PARC refined the design, replacing the wheels with a trackball. When Steve Jobs visited Xerox and saw the mouse in action, he knew it was the missing link for the personal computer. Apple licensed the technology, simplified it to a single button design for the Macintosh, and the rest is history. What started as a crude wooden block in a California lab fundamentally changed how humanity interacts with knowledge. It wasn't just a tool, it was the bridge that brought the power of computing out of the hands of scientists and into the palms of every American.